Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another MLM video, which seemed to be everybody's favorite as of recently, and I totally understand why, because it's just so interesting. And like I said in my very first MLM video, they're fascinating in all the wrong ways. And I find as I keep doing these videos that it seems like everybody in some capacity has an MLM story. So it's just crazy. Like there's just so many of them, and so far we've talked about, I touched a little bit on Monate. That's, you know, one that is just so awful, and I have to do a more in-depth video on that one. I should do one. And then I also talked about Beachbody, which is my all-time, I just hate that one the most, and I actually have another video I'm going to do pretty soon on that one, because I had one of my subscribers, well, I think she's a subscriber, who she was in one, and she sent me some stuff that I cannot believe. I cannot believe. Just footage of a team call that you guys will scream. It's crazy. So I'm gonna do a video on that one next. But anyway, first before I start, we're about to go to look at a bunch of apartments with our realtor. So I only have like an hour before we have to leave to film this. So that's gonna be another video. Woo, I have so many. I'm like so busy, you guys, like you have no idea. And I feel so sick today, and it's just not a good day. But anyway, we're gonna get through it. Okay, so let's start with what this one is about, and you guys will see from the title. Today we're doing Lularoe. So with these videos, you know, they're not gonna be like, you know, so much research, but I do have a ton of stuff that I've kind of pulled together, which I think is interesting stuff that you'll be like, oh my god. I kind of want to just touch on how bad this one really is. And I just watched the very popular, it just came out on YouTube actually, it was a 29-minute documentary that Vice did, which I think Vice has a lot of really good ones. I'm pretty sure it was Vice. I'll link it down below, but Vice did a really good documentary, and you know, it touched on a lot of stuff with Lularoe. It followed 3 different women and just how it completely ruined their lives. And how they, you know, one of them actually was so high up in the company. She was the highest ranking, and she was friends with the CEO. And it's just, it was really shocking to see how kind of scummy the CEO was, just in her experience. And, you know, if that's true, of course. But, you know, I don't think it touched on why it's so hard, why so many people are losing money. And it showed a lot of scenes of this one lady, especially, who had just, it showed everyone. They just had so much dead stock, just so much stuff they couldn't sell. Racks and racks and racks of clothes. Not racks and racks and racks of money, but racks and racks and racks of clothes that they cannot sell. Number one, because Lularoe is so fucking ugly. Like, it's just some of the ugliest clothes that you can ever purchase in your lifetime. And they are so just cheap quality. They just are, they showed a clip of this lady ripping it with her fingers, just going like this and ripping it with her fingers. She didn't even have nails. Like, I have like long nails. She just went like this, pulled it apart, and it just ripped. They're so thin. They are just terribly made, and the prints are just god awful, just tacky, disgusting. Like, there's not a single person that would ever want to wear that. It's almost like you can tell somebody's wearing Lularoe because the print is that hideous. So it's really hard to sell them. There's only a couple things that, this is just my, again, this is not like, I say this for legal reasons, and I also say this because it's true. I don't know for sure how the business thing works behind the scenes. I would have to look more into it, but I do know that people get sent, like, they don't really get to choose what the prints are necessarily. So a lot of the time there's stuff called unicorn prints, and I remember a girl talking about it who I used to watch on YouTube, who doesn't make videos anymore, but she was excited because she had gotten the unicorn print. And it seems like unicorn prints are like these really sought after, like they're the one cool piece that people get in their whole like shipment. Like, so when a Lularoe distributor places an order, they get like a couple good things here and there, and those things obviously sell, but then they're left with all this other crap that it's like, it's so ugly that nobody even wants to buy it. So they're left with it, and they're stuck with it, right? But there's a couple prints that people really do like sometimes there's Disney prints, which are really cute because of course it's Disney, and you can wear the most gaudy clothes ever, and because it's Disney, nobody cares. You know, whatever. I'm not like a huge Disney fan, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but it's difficult to be a distributor. That's what I'm trying to get at, because you don't get to choose, you don't get to order really specific things that you want. You kind of just get thrown like a bunch of, you know, arbitrary clothes, and it's very arbitrary. That's what it is. So okay, I want to talk about why Lularoe is just, it's so awful, and it's the buy-in. The buy-in is one of the highest, if not the highest buy-in, you know, pay to play. That's one of the 5 like really huge red flags written in this one popular MLM book, which I should know, but I don't. But it's a huge red flag. If you have to pay to play, or if you have to pay to work for a company, you're probably in an MLM pyramid scheme. So an onboarding package, I'm looking at the Lularoe onboarding packages, and the very cheapest one is $5,000. A $5,000 buy-in, where it is, well, it's okay, technically $4,925.75 is the cheapest. And you would get a purchase package, your initial order package, cheapest. You get 284 pieces, again, all of them being arbitrary, but you do know that you will get, it looks to be 8 different styles. So like there's really popular ones. I think like the Carly is a really popular one, just from what I've been looking at and that people are interested in. But then you also get stuff, it's called Cassie, a classic, an Irma, Julia, Lindsay, Carly, Randy T, and Sarah. So they're all called different names or whatever. And then once you get those pieces, like it'll come with 40 pieces, 50 pieces, 60, 30, 15, 50, 25, 14. So you'll get 15 of the Lindsay, and you don't really know what you're gonna get when you purchase it. That's just from my understanding. It could be different. Maybe you get a little bit more say over that, but it seems to me to be very random, which is not good. And you don't really, like if you're a boutique, you have that control of that purchasing power, where you say, I want this specific style in this color. You know, that's the difference between a legitimate business and like why Lularoe is just so difficult to succeed in, besides the fact that you have to have this $5,000 sitting around, which a lot of these consultants, when they're trying to get you into the business, they say, just put it on a credit card. Just put it on a credit card, you know, sell this or that, whatever, refinance. I mean, it's really, really predatory, and it's really disgusting how it happens. So that's the cheapest, and it goes up to, it can go up to $9,000, and you can have an add-on of $2,000 where you get an extra 105 pieces. So it's really, really scary how much people, like if you're really feeling like, wow, you know, I'm ready to do this, like I really want to succeed, and I'm sure people are going to talk you into buying the highest one, and you jump straight in and you do an order of $10,000, that comes with 503 pieces, and of course they're going to present it like, oh, if you buy this $10,000 buy-in package of 503 pieces, you're actually getting them, you know, it's the best deal that you can get. I mean, it's just crazy how much you can spend. $10,000 is a lot of money. I don't care who you are. That's a lot of money, and it's just crazy to me that anyone would ever like buy in that way, because you're never probably going to sell it. So the interesting thing here too that I'm seeing is that it doesn't seem like the order packages you get like the leggings. Like to me, when I think of Lularoe, I think of leggings, and that's what everybody's kind of after. Like not so much the t-shirts and the tank tops and stuff like that, but the leggings. And it seems to me that the leggings are only coming in the initial order packages, the $9,000 one. Like it doesn't look, there's a second order package where it's $6,664. And that's 382 pieces, but it doesn't look like there's, oh wait, there's one thing of leggings that you get 40. You get 2 packs of 40 either. I don't know. But it looks like you wouldn't get that unless you purchase either the $6,000 one or the $9,000 one. So that's very concerning to me. And you would have to do an add-on package to the initial order, like the cheapest one, so the $4,925. So does that make sense? Like you're not getting the leggings unless you do the additional order package, which that's what people really make their money on, in my estimation, and kind of in what I've seen. That's what people are looking for, and they want to order. So, you know, not a great thing, but I want to talk about now. I read this the other day, and I will link everything down below, of course, but I want to talk about what you would have to do to make back the initial $5,000. So people are, you know, people make it seem, distributors in any MLM, they make it seem like your initial purchase into the company, whatever pack it is, doesn't matter if it's Beachbody, doesn't matter if it's Mary Kay or Lularoe, they say, oh, you'll make it back really quickly with your first paycheck. Sometimes they say that, right? Here's what is really concerning, and I want to read this to you because somebody did do the math. So let's say you bought the $5,000 package, okay? You would have to sell 30 pairs of leggings a week, and it would take you just under 3 months. If you were selling 30 pairs of leggings a week, it would take you just under 3 months to make back your initial $5,000, right? So think about 30 pairs a week. I mean, that's a lot, and it's, like I said, remember you guys, these are a tough sell. They are not easy, especially if you're just like, you're a stay-at-home mom who has no followers except for the people in your hometown or the people you had in high school on Facebook. You know, think about 30 pairs of leggings. I don't know. I want to make this really clear in all my MLM videos, and I will repeat this again in future videos, but I'm somebody who I don't even think I could sell 30 a week. I don't even think I could sell 30 a week. And I'm being honest. And I feel like I could really sell anything. And like, I have a degree, you know, I feel like I understand sales. I understand all this stuff. I feel like I have a go-getter attitude, and like, I'm not afraid to put myself out there. I'm telling you, I don't even think I could do this. And I feel like that should say something right there. So, you know, if you are in an MLM, I want to also say to you too that it's okay to not be able to do, you know, that you couldn't succeed because these are built against you. You wouldn't be able to succeed no matter what because it wasn't set up in your favor at the start. 99% of people lose money with MLMs. They never turn a profit. That's a statistic that has been well researched. Okay, so let's get back to this real quick. So you're selling 30 pairs of leggings a week. It takes you just under 3 months to make back your initial investment of $5,000, provided that you did the cheapest one. And then you would also need to use your revenue to restock an additional 33 pieces a month, which would be over $1,000 worth of leggings over 11.5 weeks. Therefore, it would take you another month or so of selling 30 pairs of leggings a week to start turning a small profit. Not only are you having to sell 30 pairs of leggings a week consistently over 3 months' time, but you would also need to reinvest the money that you made to buy more leggings, and then you would have to keep selling at a consistent rate. Then you would finally turn a profit. So it's going to take you, I mean, of course, with any small business or anything, you know, you don't make money right away, but it will take you minimum, if you are super consistent, minimum, it will take you around like 4 months. That's probably on average, but of course not the average of what people are actually doing. Most people are just losing. It says here's a ex-business, Lularoe. They said, I'm now saddled with over $7,000 in debt and tons of leftover inventory that even other consultants won't buy off me. So big thing too that was in the Lularoe documentary was that the return policy changed. So you used to be able to return your inventory provided that you bought it through Lularoe. You used to be able to return it for, I think it was like a full refund. Now you don't get a full refund, and it's something like you get, I think it's like 90%, and they have to be in perfectly great condition, never worn or something like that. I mean, it's just it's a disaster. Like, you are just not going to get your money back. It is such a scam. The leggings are such poor quality, and so many people, like, if somebody returns something, you're really out of luck. You really are. It's a nightmare. These women are living an absolute nightmare, and it's really, really sad because I think Lularoe has, if not the highest, one of the highest rates of bankruptcies within the company. These people, I mean, and you got to think about how bad things have gotten that you filed for bankruptcy, because filing for bankruptcy is like, you have hit complete rock bottom, because it follows you for years and years to come. Even though you're absolved of a lot of your debt, you're not absolved of student loan debt, a couple other types of debt. It's really devastating, and it's devastating, and you know, not only to your morale and just your overall, like, how you feel about yourself and what you think about yourself, but it's really like when you try to go get a home, you probably not going to be able to apply for a home loans, probably not going to be able to do that. You'll probably have to live in like, you know, rent from somewhere for many years. You cannot get approved for stuff. It's like it really shows up on your record for so long. And just think about like the pain that people have to go through, that when they don't succeed at a business, that they felt like, you know, their upline was telling them, if you're not succeeding, it's on you. It's because you didn't try hard enough. It's just not the case. Like you were never going to succeed in this kind of business. Even the people at the top who say they're succeeding really aren't succeeding that much. I mean, it's just, like I said, it's all kind of like a farce. And these people live fake lives. And anyway, so let's see. Lularoe, I mean, there's so many things wrong with the company, and right now they're being sued for this, that, and the third. Like, they're in so much hot water. Like, just the company is, I guess they haven't paid back their, even their suppliers. Like, there's in the documentary, there was a woman who used to work for like the distribution, and she wasn't like a seller, but she said that they literally were keeping leggings and shirts and tank tops outside because there wasn't enough stock for them in the warehouse. So they were keeping them outside, they were soaking wet, and they would send them to the distributors soaking wet, and they would have to sell them like that. So it's really scary. The state of Washington actually sued Lularoe and accused them of operating an illegal pyramid scheme. It was like a huge multi-million-dollar lawsuit, I believe. They're called class action lawsuits. I talked about this in my very first video I did about MLMs, but class action lawsuits mean that a lot of people come together with the same circumstances, and then they all collectively sue the company. So it's not just one person saying, hey, you're a pyramid scheme. This is the entire state of Washington. I mean, it's just, it is insane. These women are in so deep, and it really makes me sad because these clothes are just, they're not good. They are not good. You will get better clothes at Walmart. You will get better clothes at the Dollar Tree. I mean, really. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that I really wanted to touch on. I kind of touched on, I feel like the biggest thing is just how bad the clothes are, and then how hard it is to make your money back. Here's something that I missed. This relates to like your purchase package, your initial investment of at least $5,000, but then I guess you are required to purchase a minimum of 33 pieces per month to maintain active status. Wow. That is really terrible. All right, anyway, I think I hit on most of the things that I personally wanted to touch on. Of course, there's so much more to say about it, and this is just a huge company. I've been trying to look and see where I can try to purchase them, just so I could show you personally in my hands how poor the quality is, and I've been trying to look for them, but they're really, like, I don't know why I can't find them. It's really bad. But anyway, I am looking into purchasing like this MLM stuff so I can actually show you, instead of just saying, look how horrible it is. But again, I'm going to link down below all the links that the references that I'm using. I'm going to link below the Vice documentary where you can see just how awful. In the documentary, you literally see a woman who used to be at the top of the company, having somebody come over and nail a for sale sign in her front yard because she has to sell her house because she cannot keep up with pending debt. It's really insane. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you like these MLM videos. My next one's gonna be really good, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.